I'm so glad y'all back. Okay, so listen. I mean, thank you for coming and supporting me and all that other stuff. So, I don't know if I posted a video already about Pastor Married, but let's just do the recap of Pastor Married. So, yesterday or the other day, I'm reading my Bible and I'm doing Bible study and recording for y'all. You know what I mean? One of them sessions, y'all gonna see this man walk past me. I knew he was trying to talk to me because when he walked past me, it was a dead end. But he was just, then he saw I was recording. Then he seen me with the Bible. So he come talk to me later. He's like, oh, I saw you and I want to introduce myself. And I'm like, okay. So he shake my hand and he like, I'm Pastor Married. I forgot his name, Pastor something. And then I was just like, oh, I'm Essence. And then he's like, oh, well, I want to introduce myself to you. I saw you. And then he was just like, do you have an Instagram? And I say, no, I don't Instagram. Yes, I do. But why are you trying to ask me for my Instagram, Pastor? And then he said something about, before he asked me for my Instagram, he said that he was here with his wife and his children last week and they saw me. And then he said, then he saw me again this week here. And he wanted to introduce himself. And I was like, okay, so whatever. Then he asked my Instagram and I said I don't have an Instagram. And then so I'm trying to go up the elevator, he's trying to go down, but I didn't push the button because I was talking to him. I wasn't paying attention. So pay attention and push the button. So I ended up riding the elevator down, and then so he was getting off and I was like, okay. He was like, well, maybe I'll just see you around later. And I'm like, okay. I don't know what you want me to say because I want to be an asshole. Like I tell y'all all the time, don't approach me. He don't know that I don't like people approaching me, but this is what happened when people approach me. Like, what the fuck? What do you want me to say now? So anyways, so that was that. And then so I'm in my car and I'm meditating. It's like 11, 12, 1. I don't know. It's late and I'm in the car. And I see him pull up with his wife. And then I see him helping her because she's pregnant. I'm like, damn, you foul. You about to cheat on your pregnant wife with me? You want me to help you cheat on your pregnant wife? So I thought he left. I'm still in the car for another 30, 40 minutes because when I meditate, I meditate. So he in the car listening to music too, just chilling. And then I walk out and I walk past and he started calling my name. And he was like, oh, you have to go in for the night? And then I looked at him and I just kept going, like trying to show that I'm not interested. And then he just started Essence. And he called my name real calm and cool. And then it reminded me of how in my other video I was talking about how the devil probably fine as fuck. I don't know if this man is attractive or not because he's annoying me. He's not ugly. Maybe he is cute, but he's annoying me, so I don't know. His energy is annoying, so. But he just, the way he called my name, Essence. I was like, oh, this must be the devil God was telling me about. So I'm thinking he just, on some creep stuff. What happened after that? This morning, I'm underneath the tree meditating, and he walked into the trash, and he see me underneath the tree, and I'm like, I hope this man don't come talk to me. So I turn my whole body like this, hoping that he can see that I'm not friendly. I just look friendly, but I'm not. I am so mean, y'all. Please don't come talk to me. I'm telling y'all, I'm only nice on camera. I do not like people. What's your intentions? Like his intentions, Pastor Mary, what's your intentions? So I don't know what his intentions are. So he don't come talk to me and I'm cool. So I'm over here in my cut and I'm on the phone. I'm talking to one of my fake clients and I'm trying to help her walk through the steps or something. Now, this is one of my, I have clients and I'm a coach. I'm a life coach and I help them coach through the situation. This is a fake client because she's not paying me. It's my sister. So I'm like, all right, little sister, but when I'm on the phone with her, I treat her like she's a client. So I'm trying not to be rude while she's having a moment that I would therapist her. Like, I got my therapist sister hat on. So I see his wife and his wife look at me and she smiles. So I'm like, I smile and wave at everybody. That's probably why people think I'm friendly. I should just be like, but like if you at a distance and you wave at me, I'm like, hi, shit, okay, hi. See, I just realized my faults. I'm gonna stop smiling and being nice to people because I don't want y'all to think I'm nice. So anyways, so I'm like, hey. And then I look at him because he walked with his head down like that. And I'm like, you raggedy. You had a pregnant wife and then you got 2 small kids. Like the baby like 2 maybe. And then the oldest one like 3 or 4. And she pregnant. So y'all handling y'all business, okay? And you want me to cheat? So his wife walked her pregnant ass. She walked her pregnant ass to me. She walked her pregnant ass to me with the baby. So I was like, oh shit. She's like, oh, my husband told me that. That's not her voice, but my husband told me that he spoke to you yesterday. I was like, yeah, I met him in the elevator. So at this time, my sister client kind of giggled a little bit because she's like, the fuck? Yes, I met your husband yesterday in the elevator. And I'm waiting, so I'm silent. She's like, oh yeah, I just wanted to come say hi. I was like, oh, and then I started talking to the baby, like, you know, oh, hey, cutie. I forgot the baby name. Hey, little cutie. And then she's like, oh yeah, I just wanted to, ooh, the goddamn bee is back, y'all. Not this again, not this again. So, this bee has been bugging me all day. I got the nerves to sit on my shirt too. But so when she come to me, she's trying to like get around to something, and then it hit me. Are y'all on a fucking recruiting mission? So when he tried to recruit me, I wasn't for it. So he was like, babe, I met the girl with the orange hair, but she think I'm a creep. Can you go talk to her for me? So she wobbled her pregnant ass over here to get her husband some coochie. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what kind of religious you are. At the end of the day, you see me, you see coochie. You don't see none of the things that I have to offer. So you coming up to me saying, oh, I want to get to know you. No, you don't. You want to get the coochie me. You want to put your penis inside of me, and I don't want your penis inside of me. So you're going to have your wife go tell that you want a penis inside of me? At the end of the conversation, fellas, you want to date me, you want to take me out, you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to marry me, you want me to have your baby. All of that sounds like I have to have sex with you, and I don't want to do it. Can we do it without sex? If we can't do it without sex, then I don't want it to happen. I don't want it to happen. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm not interested. And then he sent his wife over here. Now, I have nothing against poly relationships. That is probably the only way I would ever be in a relationship, because somebody gotta fuck you, and it ain't me. I'll do everything but fuck you, okay? So I'm not against poly relationships, and I'm not against pastor with poly relationships. And the Bible talks about these men having multiple wives. Esther was one of the wives. I think one of these kings had like 200 wives or something, 400 concubines. If that's what y'all want to do, you know what I mean? If I have to be a concubine and I have to be one of many wives, then I mean, I'm not saying that's what I want to do, because I don't want to do it, but I'm just saying, as long as I don't have to have sex, I don't care. That's just how I feel. I just thought it was weird. But I do realize that I was passing judgment, because I thought he was about to cheat on his wife, and now all of these creeps out here are cheaters. Some of them wives know. Some of the wives are down with it. And if you are a wife who is in a poly relationship, I respect you. I understand. I do not want to do it, but I understand. Do not approach me for your husbands. I am not going to let your husband take me down. And just because I talk about I don't like men, or it's not that I don't like men, I don't like sex. It's not that when I say I don't like men, I don't like sex, it means that I'm going to be bumping coochies. No, ladies, I don't do that. I don't want to have sex. I don't want to talk to sex. I don't like having sex or talking about sex unless it's educational. I don't like fantasizing about sex. So that's just me. But anyways, that's another story for another day. Probably for the next video, and I'll tell everybody why I hate sex so much. But yeah, that was fun. Thank you so much for coming and listening to me rant about Pastor Married.